Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Ladder I-League Invitational Season 3. You are watching Vici Gaming versus Invictus Gaming. This is the lower bracket elimination series, so that means loser goes home, winner moves on. I am Luminous, I'm joined by Tsunami once again, and we got ourselves, hopefully, some very good Dota. Hello. Hello,
ladies
Tsunami.
and gentlemen.
Welcome
Hello.
back. Yes.
They ganked me. This started earlier than I was told.
They started like 2 minutes earlier, yeah.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of cereal I could have been eating.
I see. Well,
Lower bracket IG versus Vici Gaming. Following up, IG, they came from the upper bracket just yesterday versus LGD. Did you already do all this? Do I need to not do
I
this
did all
again?
of this already.
Alright,
Do you want me to talk for a while so you can finish your cereal? I don't mind that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's move on.
Radiant team back.
Alright,
Bobuka
Bobuka.
Spirit
Yep.
Games EIG already.
You think so?
I think so.
Alright, well,
Wait, it's not dependent on that. It's dependent on if whatever Gaze of Death gets Murana.
yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Remaining.
I mean, better pick it quick or else someone will ban it.
5 seconds.
Gotta
remaining.
ban the Murana.
Nobody will
He
ban
has
it.
played it.
Don't worry.
As far as you know, Gaze of Death has not even. All he knows in Dota is Murana. He has not touched a single other hero in his competitive existence, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
mean, as the tag end, he played a ton of other heroes, but under the
Yeah,
tag
but it's
Gaze
a
of Death,
new name, a new man.
under the picks of Q, he has only played Murana. But he has switched Murana mount every day.
Invictus Gaming's
So...
turn to ban.
Oh no! They banned it!
Holy shit! I can't believe it.
Alright, go next series.
Dude,
Gaze of
I'm-
Death doesn't have any heroes.
I'm shook. I'm shooketh right now.
Why do they even need to ban it? Didn't they see him not winning
10
the game? The
seconds
last...
remaining.
Yeah, but did they also see the fact that he has like a won every
5
other
seconds
game aside from that?
Well,
two-
either you
those two
don't win games or you win every other game. That's how math works.
Wow, that's some real Lumi wisdom right there.
Fuck, I forgot to refill my tea.
See? You could have also taken advantage of those 2 extra minutes. It's okay, I can burn time on your behalf. You
Oh,
did
yeah,
it for
sure.
me.
I'm
I
gonna
can
get
return
some
the
tea,
favor.
dude. I'm casting Chinese, so I need some
Alright.
tea. Be right back.
Alright. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, this is day 4 out of this qualifier, and for the first 3 days, 2 out of those 3 days, Invictus
10
Gaming
seconds
had played,
remaining.
and while playing, they only picked Gaze of
5
Death,
seconds
which is
remaining.
Gaze OD, aka End,
Invictus Gaming's
Murana.
turn
He is the
to
carry
ban.
player for IG. So, it's just becoming a running in joke that the dude only knows how to play Murana. No one cared to ban it. It was always picked second phase by IG, but now I'm not. I don't know what to do. I don't know if Q knows what to do because he has never not picked this carry player
10 seconds
Murana.
remaining.
Now, one of the biggest questions that everyone had about this IG squad
5
after
seconds
TI
remaining.
was they don't have burning. What can they do? And Gaze of Death has done pretty good. They got knocked down to lower bracket yesterday, whereas Vici Gaming got knocked down to lower bracket on day 1. So Gaze of Death has 1 series victory under his belt, but it's all been under Murana, so who knows what's going to happen now that the hero's been banned. But they have mainstays. They've got Earth Spirit, Bobuka, which everyone should know. They've got XXS Nature's Prophet, which IG has been gravitating towards this Nature's Prophet quite a bit.
5
And so
seconds
far on Vici
remaining.
Gaming, just a Keeper of the Light, which I think this is the first time that we've seen Keeper of the Light throughout this entire qualifier, and they've got a Spirit Breaker who's been an off and on pick.
Oh man, I went to the gym today. I went low too hard on the legs. Now it's arms weeks. Knees are heavy, or is it the other
Your
way
arms
around?
are spaghetti.
Yeah, something like that.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
I think that's how it goes. Thank you.
Vomit on your sweater already.
No mom spaghetti for this one, because we are Lyrical geniuses. No choking. No stuttering. That ain't us.
Of course not.
So I think actually Keeper of Light, I want to say matches up pretty decently against Earth Spirit. If you could get a Mana Leak on the hero, it feels like Earth Spirit would have some little bit of trouble, but I don't know.
Yeah, early on in the game it's a problem. Later on, Earth Spirit's more limited by his remnant charge number than he is his actual mana.
Okay.
He is a strength hero, sure, but still, like, Keeper of the Lights these days, at least the Keeper of the Lights that I've been seeing, I think like GH overwrote every other Keeper of the Light that I've ever seen. And that was true in the TI prior to that, where AUI's Keeper of the Light, or actually 2 TIs prior to that, AUI's Keeper of the Light like overwrote all the other Keeper of the Lights that I knew. And both of those were very farm-heavy coddles, both GH and AUIs, so I think that that's the way that you have to play Coddle in modern Dota. I don't think that you can go for a lane support type of situation, but Weaver is the hero that'll need support. So I don't think that it's going to be a selfish Keeper of the Light. I think it's going to be a support Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, I mean, if they show another support that could be a little bit more farm. I mean, Spiritbreaker needs a little bit of farm, but I think Spiritbreaker at most needs more levels than farm. So I can see a world where Spiritbreaker plays 5 and the Keeper plays 4.
I find that unlikely.
In China, yeah. China needs to learn, man. Learn from GH.
Right.
Yeah.
That GH Coddle single-handedly won Liquid TI. And I don't think many people will argue that.
I don't know single-handedly. I think everybody on the team played well. It's a long tournament,
yes,
and
but
everybody had...
Who were the bans always targeted on? It was always on GH.
Sure. I mean,
and
just...
That's what, you know,
just because
a draft genius, and he doesn't have to worry about 2 bans. I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like kind of saying, hey, TI5, they had to ban techies.
I agree.
And techies won them in TI. I mean, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say single-handedly win a TI like what you're just saying.
Well, but AUI didn't have like the... Yes, he had that pocket techies, but GH, no matter what hero he got, it was either the Shaker or the Coddle, and I actually forgot the third hero that he had. Oh, Io. It was always the Io. Yeah, I forgot it because he never got to play it. He got to play it like once. So Keeper, Earthshaker, Io, all the first bans would always be geared towards that. So I think not necessarily GH Coddle, but his little trio of heroes, I think that was Liquid's secret to success.
Yeah, and that's what IG is doing right now. Gaze of Death is building his 3-hero pool. Mirana's got it, you know, pat down. So now he's working on the second one. I wonder what that is going to be.
It's not going to be Sven.
Might be.
As that has been banned out.
Might be Ember, but probably the last pick.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be Ember.
10 seconds remaining.
How do you feel about a Lycan?
Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Lycan against Weaver... I mean, Lycan against Keeper of Light Mana League is also a little sketch.
That's true. Apparently someone in chat said that he plays some Terrorblade.
Okay.
He plays... Where was it? Void.
I mean, I'm sure he plays a ton of other heroes. But under Q...
Yeah, I know.
Under
like
Q's leadership...
His signature heroes. Yeah.
Q doesn't trust this guy, dude.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, he's not letting him improve himself.
Radiant team pick.
Bloodseeker.
Okay. I mean, counterpick to Weaver,
That's a hero that you give to someone that you don't trust.
There's a lot of... You have to trust somebody a lot to give him Bloodseeker. You know how messed up they could give you Blood Rage at the wrong time? Oh, man.
Yeah, definitely. Or give the enemy Blood Rage at the wrong time.
Now select your
Oh, this hero.
Oh man, I totally forgot.
Haven't seen him before.
We went an entire series with no Necro.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm much more in favor of Vichy's draft. Except the Boboka Spirit, that's like the only wrinkle.
Yeah, OP Ember, that's also something.
You know, I'm actually sad that by the end of this best of 3, one team is eliminated, because I really like both of these teams. Like to see more of them.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Vici Gaming are probably hungrier for it.
They want it more, dude.
I think they want it more. And I'm just
man.
saying that because, you know, Gaze of Death is still stand-in. They haven't even given him a tag yet. They don't even give him the heroes that he wants. They don't give him the proper team tag.
You only earn a tag
Feels
when you
bad.
play more than 3 heroes, dude. He hasn't only played 1 right now, so.
Dude, is anti-mage like completely off limits, you think? It's like they retired the hero
Oh, yeah.
like you retire a number.
Yeah, for sure. They'll play Battle Fury Blink Void before they play Anti-Mage.
Poor Gaze of Death. Well, we'll see what he can whip out on this Bloodseeker. This is the first time we'll see him on a different hero, so... Yet again, he has cosmetics for it, so... Clearly, his fashion game is always on point.
I kind of like what Vici's got in terms of their laning. If they go 2 top, you go like Keeper plus Legion Commander against the Bloodseeker tri-lane. You have the Spiritbreaker running around. And then on the bottom lane, you have the 1v1 between the Weaver and the Prophet. I think Vici has the setup to win every single lane.
30 seconds to battle.
Can you imagine Illuminate overwhelming out spam on top? It's gonna be pretty dirty.
Yeah. It's gonna be painful. It's the pushing... I don't think that Nature's Prophet is gonna go like a push build, though. I think he's gonna go like a teamfight-oriented build. I think Ember will go for early BOTs, and I think they're just gonna hang out with Bloodseeker.
Okay.
Go for kills.
Yeah. Nature's Prophet probably gonna go something like Phase
The battle
Drums.
begins.
Really popular build.
Yeah, I
these
can see
days.
that. I can see him going on Midas this game also. We don't see it as commonly. It used to be like 100% guaranteed that Nature's Prophet would be going for Midases, but these days it's not that frequently seen. In fact, every single game that we've had Prophet in this qualifier so far, I haven't seen a single Midas, but this game, I think that it's a good idea for him to gear up towards late game because Vici Gaming don't have necessarily the greatest late game, and Bloodseeker can't single-handedly carry.
Well, I think that depends, right? If the Ember goes for the BOT, like you mentioned, then I don't think you could go BOT and Midas on the same team, right? You just take too long of not doing much. I think
Yeah, that's
Bloodseeker,
true.
Bloodseeker also comes online a little bit slower. We're gonna see a row happening on the right side. On Lanham, they lift him back. Lots of harass here, overwhelming on 3, and now Young 11. Ooh, the Blood Rage on the first blood, Gaze of Death. Second hero online. Good stuff.
Gotta have trust as the right call to put it onto that Keeper of the Light. I think he was on cooldown, or otherwise he would have put it earlier, like
Yeah,
as soon as
sure.
that roll came through. But he was using it to regen up, and they get that first blood, and he, on the Bloodseeker, takes it, so he's in good shape.
Yep.
This is not an easy lane for a Legion Commander, even in a 1v1 situation.
I think 1v1 he'll be fine, but a 3v2 maybe less so, because I think the Kado's providing very little. Like, technically Kado
Right
could...
now.
Yeah, right now. I think once he gets level 2, then he could just be a dick to Gaze of Death, but...
Yeah, he's gonna be stacking up this camp's... Ideally both the camps. I actually haven't seen a
Uh-oh.
Coddle pattern here as roll
Mid
in on
lane.
Legion.
OP?
Oh, and mid lane also.
Gonna
OP
be
dies,
getting a
top
kill.
lane, Legion Commander on the run.
That's fine. So Ori was playing very aggressive, and then that baited out the chains, and then Finra just charged in. So easy peasy gank. And the sad thing here for OP is that because Ori is blasting pretty much everything, it's constantly a voice game.
Yeah. Top lane, Young 11, taking some damage.
Oh, okay.
Nice Fade Bolt.
Okay, don't look at bottom for a sec, right? Is there any
Okay.
Orb of Venom on any of these heroes? Pop quiz.
Oh, yeah, Nature's Prophet. What?
Doesn't have... Not yet,
He
not yet.
doesn't have one?
Not yet.
Not yet. He needs to get rid of this Share Tango, that's the problem. It's jamming up his inventory. He could
Yeah.
have... Oh, what? Oh, he's Courier? Courier mid? Let's go.
Radiant's courier
Okay,
has been
I see you.
killed.
Nice. There we go.
Port's home.
Buy yourself an Orb of Venom.
I think he could port back to the tower instead, but you know.
Oh
It's all
yeah,
good.
that's true, he
Yeah.
could have. Oh well. Charge in on mid again. He's level 2 now in Spirit Breaker. Oh, nice chance.
Yeah, OP needs to hold that chain always. If he holds the chain, he shouldn't die to the turn.
Dude, he doesn't. He didn't buy an Orb of Venom. Does Necro have an Orb of Venom? Necro
No.
doesn't have an Orb of Venom either.
Nor a magic
What's
wand.
going on in this game?
Nor a magic wand. So when he dies, it'll be like, does he have
Oh
one?
yeah.
Nope.
Nope. His courier died. I'm sure he would have liked to have one.
The OP is getting absolutely dumpstered in the mid lane. Down by 10
Yeah.
CS, no HP, no mana. Shrine's
No
not
bottle.
even, yeah, not even coming up close.
Yeah, he has to deliver a stopgap salve to save him.
This is with a courier snipe on the mid lane and it's still getting wrecked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Q is coming by for a rotation, but I don't think there's anything an Ember can do to kill this.
Boboka's
Necro
here as
right
well.
now.
I think with 3 they could get the kill. Prophet? Oh, this is a
Spear
4-man
Breaker
gank,
Shark,
man. This is... Alright, does he have a magic stick? No. So he's gonna die.
Nope. Fairy Fire though.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Okay.
Spirit Breaker! He canceled his charge, oh no! Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh!
Alright.
Classic.
That was
Classic
the-
ganking a Necro.
4-man gank mid, and they didn't even get the
This is
kill.
Necro.
All charge in the mid lane. Does he have chain? No mana for chain. We need a 17%.
No
Oh!
Flame Guard.
Boom.
Oh!
Alright.
Well, the gods are not on IG's side this game.
Yeah, Vichy is winning at least 2 out of 3 lanes. Because Weaver hasn't even seen a hero on the bottom lane for like 3 minutes. Ever since Prophet poured it away. But the top lane though, I think Vichy expected to quite a bit better, and they're not.
I don't think LC has been able to read these rotations very well. Rubik keeps leaving every once in a while, but she's not confident enough to go head-to-head against the Bloodseeker, and Coddle has only managed to hit level 2, almost level 3. He has a really big stack on the bottom hard camp in this new jungle as now. Teleport rotation, Legion Commander. Does not get cliffed, but she'll be dead.
This is definitely the plan B of Nature's Prophet. And that just really shows you the strength of the hero, right? If you can't really win your lane, no problem. Help your other lanes win.
Which, I mean, I think he can do fine against a Weaver. Weaver doesn't even have a poor man's shield, so Trinket spam is pretty irritating. Is now charge in on the mid lane. Scythe.
Well, didn't get the
That's
scythe kill,
totally
but
worth.
good enough.
Doesn't matter.
I think
Man.
I think if Prophet goes back to the lane now, he just gets wrecked. Because Paparazzi has such a high level of Sakushi now, and a power shred.
Yeah, well, he spent too long, but I think after that courier kill, courier snipe, he could have gone back down to the bot
Right.
lane and it would have been fine.
Also think mid lane's starting to be a big problem. Are we gonna see a courier snipe from Prophet? He saw the courier being delivered mid. Not gonna go for it.
Yeah, it's flying now. What you need is that Orb of Venom to slow down the courier, see? That's the problem.
I see. You were talking about IG going for minuses. I think Vichy could be going for double minuses if they want. Like, Weaver's had such a good game. Looks like he's gonna go for Diffusal Blade. We're gonna see a Rupture gang coming on the mid lane. But Ori, kick him back. Rupture,
back.
and then kick him back.
Whoa.
Oh, yo, this big nuke. Gonna be good, but he's got the Ghost Shard. Another charge on the back line. They will lose Boboka. Illuminate hits absolutely nobody, but now they're gonna focus on OP. OP not even level 6 just yet. He's gonna go down. 2 kills so far. They will lose 1. Paparazzi? Sakushi? No. Gaze of Death just running circles in this team fight. On the right side, Sprout. Oh, but what Illuminate gets them down. Ori, nice block here from
Body
everybody.
blocks.
Ooh, Ghost Shroud. 1 second. Ghost Shroud. Heal back up. He's fine now.
Is under attack.
Man, I actually think that Boboka
got
double
Scythe.
blocking with
Got Scythe.
Oh, he's
Bang.
dead.
I'm gonna say Vichy came out.
Boboka.
Ooh,
Oh, he's
the
gonna
block.
block the roll.
Oh,
Nice.
good try. So pretty much everybody died in the mid lane. I want to say Vichy came out ahead because of the final kill that Ori got.
Vici came out on head yet because Ori didn't die, period. Whereas
Oh, he didn't die,
Bloodseeker
right.
and Ember both died.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
4 for 2. Good stuff.
Right. Yeah, this Necro is going to be terrifying. Because he can always do that every time he gets ruptured. He doesn't need to go anywhere. His
Yep.
team will come to him.
Oh, by the way, I think XSS sniped the courier again in the middle of that, so maybe
Right.
slight victory, I guess.
Okay.
Courier kill at this point in game actually is worth quite a bit, so.
Yeah. It's a flat bounty, but obviously that bounty is a much larger percentage of your net worth in the first few minutes of the game.
It's 150 for each player, right? So it's 750?
Right.
Okay, that's a lot of
Yeah.
gold.
It is. But Ori doesn't care. He's still farming up a storm. Higher net worth than the Bloodseeker, which isn't too unreasonable, but still pretty good. And looks like Gaze of Death is going to be going for a Shadow Blade first item on this Bloodseeker.
Seems dubious.
Yeah, most of the time I'll see stuff like Sage and Yasha, or like a right-click item being the first thing, and technically Shadow Blade is a right-click item in that it gives you attack speed and you get the backstab bonus, but it's still not like a traditional first item for a carry.
I just don't know how many ganks he's gonna get off with the Shadow Blade. I don't think the Silver Edge upgrade has a lot of use in this game. And most importantly, I think you want to get Diffusal Blade versus Ghost Shroud, so...
Oh yeah, exactly.
You might not want to get it first as an item, but I don't think Shadow Blade, in terms of the long-term value, has a lot of value.
Plus, you know now that Lanham is playing very selfishly, because he has not been supporting this Legion Commander, so chances are he's going straight for an Aghanim Scepter. And that means that he'll have a gem soon after, and that means that your Shadow Blade initiation is going to be pretty, like, you're not going to get any positioning at daytime whatsoever.
Right. I mean, that Aghanim's gem thing might come maybe like 15, 20 minutes after this, so he's still gonna have some time to use it, but I hear you. At one point in the game, it's gonna get counted.
Yeah. Right.
This will do nicely.
Nature's Prophet is going to be going for an Orchid, which is a heavy value item against Weaver, Necro, and Legion as well.
Okay. I figure he's gonna go for the face drums, but you're right, the Orchid is gonna have a lot of pick-off value. The only thing he needs to worry about is the Pressy attack from LC, but apart from that...
Right.
Oh, level 10 is such a sweet level for Necro, because you get plus 40 damage from the talent. And now you could go Death Pulse and then right-click the range creep for a one-hit kill. It used to be plus 60 damage on that talent, and then like, oh wait, this is actually way too good.
And then it turns out he's still way too good. You think that now may be the next thing? Like, they got rid of all the respawn talents, and now there's a rotation on the Legion Commander, Ruptured, trying to lifesteal off some trans, but she's dead.
You think they're gonna get rid of...
They want to turn this around.
Charge.
Get rid of damage talents.
Oh, that thought. Charge coming in here. Ooh, I don't know where he wants to go in. Sprout on Finrear. Tango out. And he's good. I think damage talent adds something unique to the game because it turns certain heroes into semi-carries. For example, Dragonite gets a plus 40 damage talent. Yeah, Lone Druid gets a 45 or a 50 damage talent. It gives them such a big spike that it adds an interesting layer in the game. Whereas respawn talent, it's like you don't plan on dying, but if you do die, it's like okay, you know, it's
right.
Oh, that's okay. Nice kick into a silence. Lanham. Oh, the blinding light. It looks like he'll be dead. Rupture's coming off cooldown like a couple seconds. Paparazzi's
yeah,
out.
Weaver's a little too fast though.
What have we here?
So IG have a pretty clear objective in mind. They are more than happy to fight as soon as the Rupture is off cooldown every single time. And I think they're equipping themselves accordingly. OP still has not really revealed what he's going for on this Ember Spirit. I still think that BOTs is a good idea, but it's possible he may go for a Veil if he finds it necessary against this Weaver's like right-click damage, because Flame Guard is going to get purged off almost every single time. And if you don't have that, your survivability goes down into the mid lane, Magnetize.
Kick and stun back here, doing a ton of that damage. Rupture as well, silence on top. He's going to try to heal as much as he can, but way too many heroes.
I'm surprised that he didn't just TP out, because initiation was with Boulder Smash, and then Q immediately used Telekinesis.
Huh, good call. I mean, I think Ember was there with chains as well.
He was a little bit... I mean, he didn't know where Ember was,
right.
So maybe that's why.
Should have attempted at least, I think.
Yeah. That's a really value pick. He's dead for quite a while. And yet Vici are not scared. They continue pushing the mid lane.
Well, all of the
Paparazzi.
abilities, yeah, Rupture in particular is down, so. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Duel,
dual bot lane jungle.
yeah, I don't think they have enough to actually get the kill. In fact, I think Boboga lives here. Nice two-man kick. Silence on top. The silence doesn't connect, so.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, Rupture's up in 10 seconds, so Bloodseeker could go mid to help OP if he wants. But OP survives. Everyone's retreating from this push as 3 Radiant heroes have shown up after Ori respawned, and are they going to deny this tower? Yeah.
So I know that Veil of Discord
Yeah.
is such a
It's
common
going.
item on Necro, but I feel like this game, maybe the Dagon would be a little bit better. Because if you think about it, right, like offensively, Veil and Discord and Dagon 1 are relatively comparable, but you have an LC on your team, so I think burst damage up front has much more value.
Yeah, but Veil is going to synergize a lot with the burst that Vici Gaming already have, which is overwhelming odds, the damage from Spear Breaker's bashes, and obviously Illuminate as well.
I mean, you say that, but all those spells are... It's not like, you know, Dragon Slave and just clean nukes. I don't know, it just feels like they don't have enough burst damage. Like, look at this
I think
LC mid.
Illuminate's going to be enough.
Look at this LC
Yeah,
mid.
well, yeah, right now, but Weaver's going to have that Diffusal Blade. So for one thing, you're not even going to have to worry about Flame Guard. And that, like, Ember is balanced around the fact that he has a lot of spell sustain damage or whatever. I don't think it's necessary. I think, in fact, even after this, I think Ori can go for something like a Radiance is now top lane. Down goes the Keeper of the Light to the Orchid reveal. But Boboka's getting hunted.
Boboga's hunting people, rolls in, two-man stun, magnetize on everybody. And Reaper Sight, that's gonna be enough to get the kill. Paparazzi has time lapse, but he gets Orchid in the very last second. Great press the attack. He goes right into the silence, but he should be fine, runs out of it. Blink, does he have
Rupture's
duel?
up.
He has duel available, but gets lifted. And now charge on Q. There is no more lift, so the duel should be a very easy follow-up. And there should be a kill.
Yeah, that was really well played by Legion Commander. If that Orchid duration got its full time off, Weaver was definitely dead. And Weaver actually may have died even after he time-lapsed, but unfortunately IG did not place detection down,
Yep.
so Bloodseeker could not find the Weaver to rupture him, and after that, all their heroes got too split up to do anything. That still has rupture though, and he really wants to use it.
Oh, he's got the Shadow Blade initiation as well. No TP on 11. Press the attack. But gonna get surrounded here.
Dire's top tower is under
Rupture
attack.
kick, man.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. That was what we were theory crafting, remember?
Yeah.
Bloodseeker, Pudge, Earth Spirit, Tiny. And who was the last hero? Oh, Magnus.
Okay, Magnus, sure. They got a little bit of a telekinesis lift here, you know, that will do a
That's
little
true.
bit.
That's true. Every little bit counts.
And you could use Sprout to push him a little bit, you know?
Oh man,
Dude,
now
that-
you're talking.
Alright, charge can be completed. I wonder if Paparazzi regret going for that quick diffusal blade. He's been joining a lot of fights, but he's also almost dying in every one of them. Still very good score, 4-1-1. But now going right back for that Lincoln Sphere that he really needs.
Yeah, the other downside of going Diffusal first is oftentimes you find yourself running out of mana. So you see that he went straight for the Void Stone, had a raindrop as well, and between these items I think he has a good balance. Smoke pops.
Great spot here, Blood Riot on top of this ramp. Two hero dies immediately. Alright, Finmer is out of here. But, okay, wait, he's in the trees, they
he's
know.
trapped.
Oh, Bubblegum
Oh,
knows
Bubblegum.
exactly where he is.
Game sense.
Magnetize, drop some rock, silence, kick, and they even seal charge.
Ooh, Steel Charge. I actually haven't been considering what Rubik's role will be this game, so Charge is great. I think the number one thing he wants to steal is either probably Shikuchi or Press the Attack.
Or Chakra Magic. That's like a one.
Chakra Magic is nice, but I think his team is... They're not too mana dependent. Ember kind of is, but he has his bottle. And then Earth Spirit kind of is, but you don't really worry about Earth Spirit. He has an urn. Usually he's pretty self-sustainable.
That cooldown reduction though, double slight.
True. True.
Yo, dog, I heard you like slight. You can slight within your slight. You actually can't slight when you're a slight.
Yeah, you can silence. Wow. Huh. I don't know if I've seen that before.
No, you cannot, right? There's
Where,
no way.
where do you end up?
There's no way you could slight within a slight.
Why not? You're not silenced like Blade Fury.
I wonder if your spell would be muted if you're sliding.
Like that one spell, maybe.
Yeah. How would that make sense, right?
Omni slash mutes. I think it mutes your healing ward, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Charge onto the bot lane, and whoa, Nature's Prophet's going in, but there's no stun. Cancelled.
Vision granted though with that charge.
True.
Oh, charge is super good for breaking Lincolns afar. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually going to be a problem moving forward. Though I guess Nature's Prophet needs to like already be prepped and ready to go.
Young 11 definitely.
Usually what you see... No, I need to give this nugget of knowledge. Usually what you see is whenever a Weaver or someone is going for the Lincolns, then you'll charge the creep that they're farming, and then whenever the creep dies, it'll automatically swap targets to them without triggering their Lincolns.
Ah. Thank you for
that's
that
the
nugget.
play. Thank you. I needed to interrupt you for that.
No problem. You can Kanye me all the time, dude. Anytime.
Okay, cool.
Lanham, working towards that Ags. I guess it really doesn't feel like Vichy is on full power because Lanham hasn't really participated in these kind of fights. But I think predominantly because this LC just doesn't feel like he has an impact in this game. It's not him playing poorly per se, but look at the rest of his team. The Kado's never there to illuminate, so there's no burst damage. I don't think Spirit Breaker is the hero that does that kind of burst damage either. So it feels like he wants to gank, but there's just no partner to gank.
Yeah, but he's been doing his role as a defensive hero as XSS shows himself in this bot lane.
Oh, the charge gonna run through the whole team.
Charge right through the lane.
Yeah. Are they actually gonna take the side? Oh, they got the rupture on him. Not like this. Oh, he's dead. They were gonna rush for him. What a left here immediately by Q. They toss him away. No rupture. Paparazzi right back in time. Good silence though. The kick's gonna be there. Oh my god. Boboka lands everything. Alright, they lose 3.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Of course he does. And Rubik manages to steal Shikuchi.
Ooh, the teleport from behind. They see Ori. Ori blinks away, but left.
Ooh, she's fast.
But critically, they kill the keeper, and keeper was like 100 go, from finishing the Ags.
Yeah, whenever the Nature's Prophet showed up, I thought that he was definitely gonna die, but Spirit Breaker's route of entry was right through all of IG. That rupture came in, and Vici Gaming, even though they had the right follow-up on Nature's Prophet, there was just too many IG heroes in the way to get to him.
I think when they saw the rupture on the Spirit Breaker, they should have just gave up that gank.
Back off.
It was such an awkward angle that the rest of the team had to go through. They were just getting flanked from the top.
Yeah, like you said, Weaver just has this diffusal blade, and so it's a great offense item, but you don't survive very much at all when it comes to defense.
Yep. Now here's the thing, right? Remember when Team Liquid got the Ags on the Kato? They always had some other like cheesy pushing hero that they would just group up and start taking tier 2s and Braxes. I don't think Vichy has that kind of pushing lineup. Yeah, Weaver eventually becomes one, but nowhere really near that kind of inventory just yet. So even though Keeper finishes his Ags right now, it won't really feel like that Team Liquid game-ending Ags.
But they can stall out for quite a while. Between Necro, Press the Attack, and a Daytime Illuminate, you have so much sustain that even though you don't have a great hero at pushing, you can still stand and just tank the tower for ages.
I mean, my point is that this is one of Keeper's very strong timing, and I don't think Vichy's... They don't have the lineup to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Also, you can see how many aggressive wards that they have, and Keeper still needs to farm up a fair amount of gold before that gem also falls up in the item scepter.
Okay, Relic is online on this Bloodseeker. By the way, do you think this Shadowblade has done anything?
No.
Alright.
It hasn't.
Confirmed.
It's cool. I mean, Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I still think that Sanjin Yasha would have probably been the better choice, but I think Radiance is a good idea because I was saying that I don't know if Bloodseeker can how late this Bloodseeker can go, especially if you do go items like Shadow Blade. But a Radiance definitely increases your late game potential. As now, Bobuka's. Oh, never mind. Man, he's lucky it's not daytime.
Oh, nice silence kick. Bobuka's always on point. You know, you don't need to pick Tie Hunter when you have Bobuka.
For a Ravage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he wants more.
Hit him.
Let's go.
Oh, kick him. Give him the D.
Boot.
Oh.
Oh, he'll just kill himself.
Okay, well. He got Cypher his trouble. Dude, that's a
You can have him.
60-second respawn time. That's a long one for a support.
That's bad, but guess what? He tanked the Scythe, so now you don't need to worry about Scythe while you're pushing this tier 2 tower.
Right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The one very underrated point of having a Bloodseeker in team is that he does actually provide a ton of sustain. Through his Blood Rage.
Radiant's middle
Somebody
tower
could just like kill a creep wave and get a ton of HP back.
Is this what you were talking about with Bobuko was feeling himself?
Yeah.
Radiant's top
help.
tower
Chat wheeling,
help.
you know. It's a cool thing to do.
Maybe that was like the Sunstrike audio line, and it got replaced by help.
天火，天火。
Yeah, exactly.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Nice, quick tower kill by Nature's Prophet with that double damage rune. And he went for a Lincoln Sphere on Nature's Prophet. I like that quite a bit.
It just makes him feel a little bit safer when he's out ratting. Doesn't have to worry about LC too much.
LC, Spear Breaker. It also helps cut down on Scythe as the game progresses. And Q with this Rubik, he's starting to get points in null field and he has a Glimmer Cape. So even the targets that do get successfully Scythed, they're not going to take very much damage if Q is on point.
Yep. And Ori loves scything right into Lincoln's, so...
Yes, I do remember that actually.
Dire are scanning.
Scan, find someone. I don't know who it is. Paparazzi's gonna hide.
Ooh, there's a gem online that you
Oh, let's see
mentioned.
him. Silenced. Another silence. Shikuchi stolen.
Man, here's the thing though, the silences that are coming out from IG are like AoE silences. So the Lincoln's really doesn't do that much. It helps against the Orchid, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
He needs like Lincoln's BKB or Lincoln's Manta, it feels.
Well, BKB itself would have been fine, I think.
Radiant's top tower
But
is under
again,
attack.
that's another item that you don't really feel too confident on as a Weaver when you
Right.
get it this early.
So here's the thing, right? Going back to a point that I made earlier about this Keeper Axe. So he's farmed the whole game for it. He's got it now, but do you feel like it has an impact at all?
Has fallen.
It doesn't,
Well,
right?
the first daytime has only been in for 2 minutes.
No, no.
And so
Team
he
Liquid,
hasn't really
Team
got a
Liquid will
chance-
be over here by now, right? If it's their draft.
Well, that's because GH would have gotten it like 15 minutes
No, no, no.
ago.
They always get it around 20 or 18 to 20, and 22 is generally their first daytime of a push. Or I just don't think this is a good keeper draft. It feels like one of those things where they pick keeper because it's a good hero, and then they have keeper now, which there's absolutely no synergy, apart from like, oh, he's got a gem, he's dewarding, that's great, but
Yeah, and in theory, you're like, well, now we don't need to worry about Nature's Prophet split push, but XXS has not been split pushing.
Yeah.
I very rarely, after he's completed his Lincolns and Orchid, he's just been hanging out with the team. Well, they smoke up
okay.
after
I mean,
taking down some wards.
they got full vision advantage here. Lanham in the front, going on the Radiant Vision. They don't see anybody just yet, but the scan strikes true, and they are leading with the Keeper of Light. They see Mr. Gaze of Death, and they're gonna scythe him. It's gonna be good. They win the duel as well. Stolen Scythe, gonna get used. Not gonna do enough damage, but here comes the Emperor Spirit. Everyone dropping low. Good magic wand, but the magnetized damage is gonna be enough. Oh, great heal coming out from Lanham, but I don't think they have enough to actually do a deal against OP. Nice two-man root here. Paparazzi right-clicking away. Uh-oh, Mana Leak here against OP. Out of mana, and I think they're gonna strike true against OP. They have Diffuser Blade if they want to use it. Couple more right-clicks, and that should be a kill. Well done here. Good pick to start off the team fight, and I think that's where Keeper did a lot. The Aghanim Scepter heal was great. The vision advantage it got was great. And Paparazzi, the fact that he wasn't controlled throughout the team fight was excellent for Vichy.
Yeah, it's a shame that Bloodseeker went down so quickly. Rubik, for some reason, didn't get a chance to use the Glimmer Cape on him. And it was like a 50% HP Bloodseeker, so he was pretty close to being able to survive the Scythe, but did not have that bonus magic resistance. And then once he goes down, then that means that all that Radiance damage that he could have been spewing out that entire fight would have, I mean, that was nullified.
Mopoga looking to D-ward, but
Yes, Yules, kick him off. Kick
okay.
him.
Roll him.
Roll.
Oh. He got bonked as he tried to bonk out of there. Yeah, but like you said, that was a key mistake by Q, right? Because if the Scythe doesn't kill Bloodseeker, I think that team fight just changes. I think he went. He was really tunnel vision to steal the Scythe, which he did. But,
Scythe, exactly.
But
yeah.
it didn't do anything with that Scythe because I don't think it killed. I mean, eventually it helped getting a kill, but
it was on the Legion Commander, and yeah, I didn't finish her off. Well, it's nighttime now. You had said first night things need to happen, and that's a damn good start at getting things happening.
yeah.
Ooh, Q, spotted, but go. Mid lane, OP, roots
Siphon.
up the Spear Breaker.
Siphon. Oh, Rubik not close enough. It's like the biggest PogChamp when you steal Siphon, make them feel the misery.
He's gonna have it for quite a while. It's his level 12 spell steal, so if things go according to plan, he should have it for the next fight. But he'll need to like start the fight with it. Sentry ward. Still this Observer though. Did they get the Roche? Give it to the Bloodseeker, which is probably the right call. Again,
Lanham
with the Radiance.
going for the D ward. Looks like he should make it out. No, he won't. He will drop the gem too. That is a pretty big mistake, dropping the gems like that.
OP quickly snatches it up. Gets spoiled by his daytime vision.
Yeah. I also don't really like the mech from
Oh
Mikado.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did he not watch the man that won TI?
Dire's top tower
Evidently not. Charge in, immediately rooted. Bobuka not having any of his scythe to finish him off.
Oh man. Paparazzi in trouble. Great silence coming through. They do burn the Aegis. Nice time lapse here. Paparazzi back in place. Stolen time lapse by Q. Link duel coming up. OP dropping very low. He's got the gem. They can take it back if somebody want to pick it up. No, nobody wants to pick it up. Reaper Snipe coming through. Q. Oh, time lapse. Oh, playing with them here. And now he's back alive. Paparazzi will get zoned away. Tier 3 down. And they're going to try to damage a little bit more. Lanham triggered it. Ooh, nice blinding light back. A lot of mana being drained away here. Paparazzi going in. Buyback from Ember. Goes right back. Good pressing attack keeping Lanham alive. He's getting very low, but another shrine gets popped. Gaze of Death is low. Blink. 3-man overwhelming up, but the team. Oh, the stuns. Everybody with the stuns. Ori just looking to go forward. And XSS will TP out of Fog. And a day, multiple buybacks. I do believe Ember used his, and did anybody? It looks like Necro used his as well.
Necro used his, yeah.
Pretty even trade, but
This, well, in terms of kills, sure, but you lost to tier 3, and this is what happens when Bloodseeker's allowed to stay alive in a fight. He dealt 7,000 damage throughout the course of that team fight.
he had the
And
Aegis,
that's
right?
the power of the Radiance. Yeah, he had the Aegis as well.
Okay.
The flayed ones keep you safe.
At first I was like, man, time-lapse is not that great of a steal right now. But then Rubik totally,
Yeah.
like you said, he just played with them.
Dude, imagine if he could get Ags and have time lapse.
I know,
Oh,
that's
boy.
what I was thinking. Because like whenever he stole it, I was just like, oh, maybe he has Aghanim Scepter and that's his play. But no, he didn't.
Yeah, he won't get it in time. No timeout, but maybe a future one.
Next time.
Yeah.
There is a next time. I think Blink Dagger is definitely the right call, though.
Okay. Pretty deep smoke here from Vichy, but... Or rather...
IG are recognizing the power of this. They're respecting the Aghanim Scepter because they did all that all that jazz during nighttime.
Yep.
And then it turns to daytime, and they're like, we need to retreat. And
Or
now
not.
they're slowly merging out, and they find Fenrir.
Can he charge out? He's looking for a creep. Oh, he does!
Ooh, Bobica!
Oh, but the lift. Okay.
Oh, cute!
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Yeah, but I'm disappointed in Bobica. I can't believe he let that charge get off. Unless it was tactical, to let Q steal charge.
Yeah, he's like, man, I steal the show all the time. Here's a bone for you. And for Lanham, he should be watching TI because he was on the panel for TI for the Chinese desk. Because he wasn't
That's true.
playing, dude.
Refuse gold, give it.
Four staff.
Maybe he was too busy watching SCCC the whole time.
Okay, okay.
Radiant's top
He was
shrine
like,
is
he's
under
gonna make a big play eventually, but it never came.
I mean, real talk for a second. Four staff isn't the greatest, considering that you're up against Rupture. But still, I think the mech will do far less because there's a sub game that you play.
You have other options. You can go Lotus Orb.
Sure,
I think Lotus
sure.
would be really good.
Or
this
even
game.
Aether Lens if
Purge
you-
off all these freaking silences.
Aether Lens help you go leak into blinding light from a mile away. That's also great. The thing about
there's only one BKB on Bloodseeker, but yeah, there wasn't before.
the thing about Keeper games is that once you get to this point for the enemy team, it's about them killing you. So I guess mech helps you as well, but Four Staff I think just gets you out of more troubles than mech.
Technically, Lanham did end up surviving in the mid lane after that press attack because he also had mechanism or used mechanism on himself, and so it did save him. But again, like all your justifications, I absolutely agree with.
Or if he wants to get a defensive item, he should get Pipe. There's Ember. Earth
I'm not a
Spirit.
fan of Pipe on Caudle. Especially when they're not pushing. Like, I haven't seen Vici Gaming cross the river in the past 10 minutes, pretty much.
Alright, let's see if there's any cool Ags things he could steal. Illuminate would just end the game if he ever steals the Ag version of that. Time Lapse, obviously, another game ender.
You know?
And then that's pretty much it. I guess Scythe gets a little bit stronger, better cooldown, but
25-second cooldown, that's pretty sweet if you can get that on Scythe.
I mean, Rubik barely has the mana to use that ult twice.
Yeah, that's true.
It costs like, what, 500 mana?
500, yeah. I actually did not know it was that much. Dude, why isn't Pugna getting picked more against Necro?
I guess. In pub games, I'm always really worried when I'm playing Necro and they pick Pugna. I was like, oh, damn. But then these guys always go Hood, right? So you just like pop your
Yeah,
Hood.
that's true. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if you do get a confirmed kill with Scythe, then you just get all of the HP back.
But whenever he shrouds himself, it's like he's decrepifying himself on your behalf. Just give him the old suckety suck.
By the way, Exa says, have you seen this man's item and net worth? He is farmed.
I thought he needed a Midas, but he did not need a Midas. He's moving along just fine.
Alright, Paparazzi finishes that Lincoln's BKB build, sporting 200 damage. Which
And
is...
it just turned to nighttime. You don't have a Night Stalker, but it's still just as good whenever it's against a Keeper of the Light.
Oh, whenever Gaze of Death picks up his level 25, that's gonna make defending and pushing, rather, quite difficult for Vichy.
Deceptive rune
Yeah.
of invisibility.
Especially because Weaver still has not... Oh, Weaver does have BKB. Okay, that's good. This next fight might be closer than the previous fights then, because Weaver not being able to do diddly squat in all the other previous team fights means that Vici Gaming has like 14,000 net worth doing nothing.
Oh, the
Charging
charge
from
from
Rubik.
Rubik. Okay, I mean, he's just gonna straight up die here, right? Or they're looking for the side, but now he's getting...
Yoshikuchi.
Ori taking a ton of that right-click damage, just getting straight up right-click down. The side, though, is gonna get a confirmed kill on the other side. 2-for-1 trade so far. Paparazzi used the time lapse, and now Mana Drain OP out of mana, and now they're gonna get him dead. On the backline, Cute looking to do something for the team. Wait, hold on. Still alive right now. Paparazzi now is pretty low. Press the attack, not gonna be enough to save him. Paparazzi that goes on Bobogat. They don't get the block off, and now he goes north. He sees OP. OP very, very low. Mana burn, and he is out of mana.
He has
We'll
7
go
stick charges, but I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yep.
Stick? Yeah, he's... Oh, those creeps! But he was still dead. So... I don't think that charging your Rubik into 5 enemy
Yeah.
heroes is the best way to initiate a team fight. Because
And-
not only did, like, he doesn't get the Greater Bash on the way, so he doesn't get to, like, plow through that many heroes, he just connects onto one hero. And then after that, he immediately casts his Glimmer Cape on himself, which means, yet again, Bloodseeker was scythed and had no one to help him.
Also, by the way, they ruptured Ori, so Ori basically had to stand and fight. And then Ember decided to lay down triple Remnant onto Ori, so then he didn't have Remnant for the second half of the fight. Which essentially he just wasn't a hero at that point, so I think a lot of things went wrong for IG in that fight. I didn't really catch what Nature's Prophet was doing, which I probably should, because he's by far doing, you know, the majority of the damage for the team.
There was a duel going on, and he was just trying to help out with the duel.
Okay. Looks like he's also going Val for BKB. Interesting.
Everyone's just worried about this Necro for the most part, which is...
They
rightfully
shouldn't
so,
need
he's
to,
got
right? You have a
radiance.
Rubik with no field and Glimmer.
Yes, but when your Rubik throws himself headfirst into 5 enemy heroes as now Coddle gets spotted out.
Wow, if he had a Force Staff.
If he had Force Staff, true. You are absolutely true. But the mech, though.
Yeah.
And now he has to... He's building full arcane boots for the Greaves.
Okay.
And he's not going to be able to break apart these Tranquils for it.
Greaves is nice. I have to admit, Greaves is quite good for the team, but and for himself.
It's still a really heavy net worth investment, though.
Yep.
Like, the recipe itself costs 1,700 gold for Greaves. And this Coddle is not farming. This
Yep.
Coddle, after he finished off his Aghanim Scepter, he's just been sitting in the base because he doesn't have his gem anymore. Which, did they buy another gem? No, they haven't bought another gem yet.
Sakuchi stolen. He's out.
Another Lincoln spot. OP blocks the charge. Roche is up.
Oh, Boboka
Boboka.
again on that spot, dude. He's
Dude.
always rolling on hills.
Because so that's his spot on Dire. On Radiant, it's this spot right here that he
yeah.
loves. And on Dire, it seems to be this cliff spot.
No, he's just rolling on hills because he has the gem to check for.
Yeah, I know.
Check
But
for- yeah.
you can't deny the fact that this man loves staying on hills.
Those are look. Yeah.
No
These
one
are-
even wards except for him.
Those are his many summer homes. You know, just gotta visit a little.
A timeshare.
All right, scan hits true again. Last time
A loop.
it went
They have
pretty
day and
well.
night, daytime
But they have
vision with the
right
Aghanim
next to the
Scepter.
shrine. Okay, BKB duel immediately. Gaze of Death did pop up his BKB as well. XS focusing on 011 on the back line here. Scythe goes off. I'm not sure if it kills anything. It looks like did get killed the Bloodseeker. He ports right back after a buyback though. I think it's a time to retreat here. Paparazzi's on the run.
He still
Looks-
has Rupture.
Looks like Ori's gonna be fine as well.
He never got to Rupture anyone.
I don't know how
Well,
11 got
anyway,
into the base,
11.
but he's in the base. So that was a 3-for-1
Yeah,
trade and
buyback's
buyback.
worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you're gonna be able to push. Coddle is gonna have to buy back. Yeah. But I think that they're still okay with this.
Are they?
Now they're gonna back off.
They're gonna go back for Rogue.
Yeah, they don't have the hype, so. Ooh, a lot of pings. This Sentry Ward and Observer Ward, they saw that he placed something, but it's gonna be out of range.
Okay.
And Landon's gonna kill it. Now they're gonna move towards... You gotta be careful about Bobica, though. You don't know what this man will get up to.
Gotta be careful about blinding light too, or not. As no blinding light has been cast, and they're gonna just give it up. Oh god,
Oh, Nightwish, XSS, he comes in.
he does not have the BKB
Oh my
now.
God.
Now he has it. Kick's gonna be on point. Rupture on Ori. Ori needs to run and he needs to stay still. Oh, pops a BKB.
Oh, he's so close to the shrine.
Gets slighted. He's dead. Gaze of Death is dropping low. Immediate buyback here. Another buyback triggered, but I mean, they're happy. They got all the Aegis. They got the cheese.
Thanks.
Gaze of Death
Yeah,
could
none
just.
of them got consumed. That
Yeah.
was really aggressive play by the Nature's Prophet and paid off handsomely. that Rupture, finally Necro has to leave and eat the Rupture, and he was still so close to surviving it, but ultimately physical damage did finish him off. Dude, I think Gaze of Death has 2 heroes.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably very good at this game, and whatever he plays would be amazing. It's
Yeah.
just that Q, with that trust issues. Somebody needs to go to the Vichy house and do those trust fall tests.
This is why Q is never glimmer caping.
Oh,
his
true,
blood
true. It's not worth it.
There's some deep-seated issues going on here.
Yeah. It's like he'd rather charge in and glimmer himself, because that's clearly the right play.
Or he was like, no, you don't need it. I'll take the scythe after you get scythed. It's all part of my plan. 30 more seconds of daytime. And still like a good 4 minutes left on the Aegis, so timings are working out very well for IG.
Alright, why do people even ward up the hill against Boboka anymore? There's just no point. He'll check it.
This man's a Monkey King player. He knows all the spots that,
Yeah, man.
Seeds of
need to be policed.
He probably like just goes into the single player mode and like picks Earth Spirit, types dash WTF, and just like rolls everywhere to check out all the spots.
He should. It's good practice. I mean, he's nailing them every time. He's not spending stones. And it's like, you know, obviously, if you play the hero a bit, you know the range of the rolling boulder, but still, like, he's doing it so quickly, and you need to be fast whenever you're counter-warding in really dangerous locations.
I mean, he would do them when people are just like, remember, like,
Yeah.
over here, when they were all standing
I'll
around?
see- Yeah.
Just to, like, wait for the
Thought he could
roach?
get away with it.
Yeah, he would roll up,
A
check.
weaker Earth Spirit player would get a Quelling Blade or something like that, but you don't need that.
Although, to be
Root,
fair, remember,
silence.
he did do that
Root.
earlier and got dueled and then bonked. So, he does mess up from time to time.
Yeah, but that was like a 3-hero rotation for that.
Flayed ones keep you safe.
Alright, high ground
XSS
push.
is waiting for an opportunity. Bot lane is pushing pretty heavily. And you only have one Coddle and only one Legion Commander, and those are both important spells in team fighting as well.
Oh, Paparazzi, nice root here, kick, and good pressy attack. Okay. I'm surprised that Rupture was not committed. But I guess there was time lapse as well.
Yeah. Well, they're defending pretty well. Part of it, I think, is because XSS is not creating pressure elsewhere. He's just kind of chilling in the jungle, and now he shows up mid.
Gaze of Death, Link to on the back lines to start things off. Huge Illumina comes through, and looks like they will get the kill on Ember. Chem9, he did buyback in the last fight. Gaze of Death dropping very low. Good bash coming through. Can they actually get the kill? Gaze of Death low. Gaze of Death still alive. He's finally dead. He has the Aegis, but looks like Weaver is cleaning up, going down on Boboka. Boboka is going to get charged down as well. I do believe Vichy Gaming is going to defend this, but Gaze... Oh, what a
This guy's so
blinding light!
thirsty.
And now, he's running away. XSS looking for a couple of Sprout kills. Damage. Slow but steady onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker will go down as well. The Raxus has been open for a while. Gaze of Death coming back in. Manalik, you need to worry about that kind of stuff. Blinding Light as well.
Sprout.
Great Blinding Light back into the pit. XSS looking to pour it out.
Blood raged.
Completes a TP, but a very good base defense from Vichy Gaming. I don't think anybody bought back. 2-4, and they hold the Raxus. Very nicely done.
Radiant's top
Man, and that was at
Wait,
nighttime,
wait.
too.
Tier 3 up top, taking a little bit of damage.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And gets a courier.
Oh, wait, and Radiant Courier.
All right.
XSS, how does he do it?
He's everywhere. And now he's bottom. All right,
Shout
wait,
out to 0-second cooldown on teleportation.
wait. Okay. And now he's out. Or not.
Oh man, Young Eleven's waiting. Oh, he shows himself. Honestly, Prophet surviving this engagement means a lot, because still, yet again, Vichy Gaming cannot cross the river.
Yep.
And they won a pretty massive team fight.
I feel like they need to win 2 to 3 more of those. But it does beg the question, how can IG reach the high ground? They push with like a 20k advantage almost. And they couldn't take two sets of Raxus. Open Raxus at that.
I think XSS needs to split. He's been doing a great job helping out his team, but if Vichy Gaming are allowed to do a 5-on-5 engagement, they keep winning because all these BKBs are superior to what IG have to go up against BKBs. They only have one physical damage dealer in the form of, well, two. They have the Nature's Prophet if he's standing around with his AC, and they have the Bloodseeker. But Ember Spirit, like, all of his damage is blocked. He has Mjolnir Veil, so that doesn't do anything against the BKBs. Rubik doesn't do anything against the BKBs, and Earth Spirit also does not do anything against the BKBs. So that initial bout of spell immunity is really screwing over IG, but if Nature's Prophet is pushing elsewhere, then you don't really have the luxury of committing 5 heroes to one spot.
Ooh.
Someone needs to go defend.
The smoke was scouted here. Ori had his Radiance turned on, and it flinged a little bit of damage on the creep, as well as the treants of Prophet, so they quickly realize what's up, they back off. By the way, Earth Spirit has Enchant Remnant online, so that might be an answer to BKB.
True.
I think the bigger problem that IG has is that they just don't have a good tower hitter, right? Apart from Prophet, which hasn't been in these kind of pushes, like you mentioned. Like, they have to send Bloodseeker up front into melee to hit. And
they
then,
don't have range, exactly.
Right, it's so easy for Vichy to set up a duel or swarm or everything or anything. So it's... I think they have to rely on getting a pick before they can actually go to high ground.
Well, you're not going to get a pick in the next 3 minutes. I find that unlikely, as Lanham now has the gem online, has the Aghanim Scepter as mentioned before, and Greaves on top of that now. So they're just going to 5-man for right now.
XSS. Pour it out. He's out.
Didn't even use the BKB. Nerves of Steel.
Uproot and after them.
Double time.
Another valuable thing is that they still have a gem on Dire as well. I think it's because at one point, I guess Coddle had given up 2 gems? How many gems are out right now?
I think Coddle has
Just
1,
2.
and then Boboka has Coddle's original one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so then they keep saving the gem, and that's very valuable. Because even though you have a Aghanim Scepter Coddle on the enemy team, if you can confirm that you're safe in one area with no wards, then you feel comfortable at least just like everyone 5-man camping your jungle or something like that. Because then you know that if the smoke rotation comes in, at least you'll be somewhat prepared.
I mean, apart from the aggressive smoke that we saw out of Vichy, they are not also taking advantage of the fact that it's daytime. So, if you're IG, you just wait out the daytime. Roshan is back up right about now. In fact, right now. So,
Immediate spawn.
there is 1 minute and 30 seconds left for Vichy to scout this Roche and then maybe set up a play around it.
Alright, so Radiant scouts it out, and this Earth Spirit Illusion does not go in the pit. Treants do not go in the pit.
Alright, Bubblegum
And
micro.
now Earth Spirit Illusion goes in.
Okay.
Yeah. Both teams know.
They charge him. Are they going to duel him as well? They duel him. Oh no. And they scythe him too.
Oh!
What a disaster, dude. And now they're going to fight this blink. Kick. Okay, Chain's going to miss because of Great Blinding Light. So now I think you just chill for a bit. Maybe even wait the full minute for nighttime?
I don't think so. With all these cooldowns spent, I think you may want to start making moves. At least bully them out of this area that they've kind of claimed near their ancients.
Bullied, and now they go into the pit. Could put
Where's
the,
Bobacan? He needs to go on his favorite cliff. Oh, Lanham. Oh, he's there. He's recalling in the Weaver.
Okay.
Ooh, it's this fast little bug with his 25 talent.
I mean, you just do a little dance, right, if you're IG.
10 more seconds, 20 more seconds.
XSS is constantly pushing out the wave. He's showing up one place, porting out immediately, and they are just being stretched apart. Now, Vichy does have global recall,
Double damage and power
so they could kind of keep up. Now Roche
I wonder why Ember took that DD.
being attempted again.
Nighttime kicks in.
Shane flying through, pressing attack for himself. Illuminate, softening them up.
Silence.
Weaver comes in, blinding light pushing everybody back out. He needs to activate the BKB, take the Aegis. No, Aegis goes to the Bloodseeker, and he is on the run. Glimmer Cape actually being used on him for once. All right.
Scythe is still down for another 5 seconds.
Okay, he will have Scythe, Blink Scythe play, maybe on Gaze of Death. He's silenced constantly, Necro. Nobody's dead just yet.
Dude, this Weaver has 3 silences.
Oh
Stolen.
my god. Alright. Stunned, silenced.
Spearbreaker's gonna die.
He's gonna get picked as well. Now Weaver.
Rubik's gonna get the
Yep.
coddle. Oh man.
It is all falling apart.
I don't think I ever will get tired of watching Boba play Earth Spirit.
No, it's just like a one of those good movies, you
A
know.
comfort meal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're going for a good movie analogy.
Sure.
this time.
Either way, buyback from Ori does have the BKB. We'll activate it here. Ranger Axe now
Does have
being
Scythe also.
okay. Siphon. Give him the D. No, he's got the
Nice,
Aegis.
Aegis.
Oh, but this guy though, this
Dude,
guy,
this Weaver.
he's out for 120.
Has fallen.
And I do believe that should be the beginning of the end. XSS now goes for the tier 3 bottom. End of GG. Oh! 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 The
play.
rupture too! He's
What a
ruptured!
play.
He just followed
What
and
a
the
play.
return tool! Oh my god. Actually, if the game went on, Rubik would have died to that return duel because he had
Yeah,
axe.
because it's an Aghanims duel.
And then LC would have just won that one very easily, but that was hilarious.
Well, a pretty flashy end to the game, and it was like beautifully executed by IG at the end. All these silences, this Weaver had like no
Triple
recourse.
silence,
You only
yeah.
have one press the attack. Yeah, triple silence, and then it was great. I really enjoyed watching IG play that.
Yeah, I think this was a big strategic mistake by Lanham. I already like shat on the keeper for the whole game, so I'll spare you that. I feel like LC also struggled, as I mentioned, and they need to itemize against silence. Where are the Lotus Orbs?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, a tough loss here for Vichy Gaming, but they got another chance. We're gonna wait to game 2. As this is the lower bracket, so whoever loses this best of 3 is out of the show. We'll take a break, guys. Game 2 coming up next.